Welcome to today's video, which is going to be my June makeup capsule. I've been doing this since the beginning of the year, where I curate myself a smaller makeup collection, and those are mostly the items that I use for the entire month. And it's a combination of a Shop My Stash and Project Pan. Now, every month I show you the items that are in my project pans and then also some other items that I'll be using as well. This month I decided to do it a little bit differently because it seems repetitive to mention all the items from my project pans. So I'm not going to mention those in this video, and I'm going to do this how I used to do my Shop My Stash way back last year and in 2019. Where I actually go through my collection picking out the products. So I'm gonna go through my collection, pick out a couple Chic products and 2 eyeshadow palettes, and then that will be it. Everything else I'm gonna use for the month will be in my Using My Eyeshadow Palettes project pan, Project 10 Uses, Partners in Cream project pan, and a couple other projects that I'm doing. So I won't re-mention all of that. I just recently updated the Using My Eyeshadow Palettes and also Project 10 Uses. So check out my Project Pan playlist because then you can see all of that there. I just thought I would go back to the way I was doing it before, just showing you the Shop My Stash items. Curating myself a smaller makeup collection for each month has been one of the most helpful things on my low buy as well. So if you do want to hear about my low buy, check out my makeup and consumerism playlist. And then all my other Shop My Stash videos are in my Shop My Stash playlist. I'm not going to recap the items from last month because sadly I didn't get to use much other than what was in my project pans. So I will link May's video in the description box if you do want to see that, but I did enjoy everything that I used. But again, I mostly use the palettes in my Using My Eyeshadow Palettes project pan and then other project pan items. So I'm going to go through my collection, pick out some products, and let's get started. Let's start in the lip drawer. I'm kind of working on a lot of products in my project pans as far as lips. So I'm not really sure if I want to pick a lipstick or a lip gloss. I'm working on 2 lip glosses in project pans, so I probably shouldn't pick a gloss. I will say though that my Pat McGrath gloss arrived. I am wearing this in this video and I got the color Sunset Rose, and I'm just so excited to have this again. Not that I didn't have this color, but this formula is one of my favorites. So I may end up reaching for this just because I love it so much, but I think I'm gonna pick a lipstick. And actually what I was wearing in the beginning of this video is Charlotte Tilbury Bitch Perfect, which I don't really use this that much. I really do like the color. I just think the formula is only okay. Let me try to see what lipsticks I haven't used in a while. Actually, here's one I have not used in a very long time. This is by Kylie, and this is in Almost Friday. The only Kylie purchase I ever made was Black Friday at Ulta a couple years ago. They had some of her products on major discount. And yeah, as we know, things are definitely changing with that brand right now. But I actually do like this lipstick, so I think I'm gonna go with this. Drawer, this is all blush, and then back here are bronzers and face powders. I don't think I'm going to pick anything out of this because I'm working on my project pan bronzer and I would rather focus on that. I do want to pick a blush though, and let's see, this Marc Jacobs one, I've had this in my Shop My Stash. It was sometime last year. I actually really do like this. This is a really pretty peachy neutral. This is in Flesh and Fantasy. But I don't know, that's a possibility. Oh, here's one that I haven't used in a while either. I bought this sometime last year. This is Hourglass Brilliant Nude. Very simple nude blush. It is nice though. I don't think I've used that in a long time. Whew, okay, this was just in my Project 10 Uses, so I did use that recently. So was this one. So I'm not gonna pick those. Here's another one. Actually, this was one of my favorite blushes last year. This is this duo from Wander Beauty. I got it in BoxyCharm last year. This is the color Bellini. This blush is so good. It's so beautiful. And I wore this a lot last year. I don't think I've used this once this year at all. That's pretty sad. Okay, that'll be a possibility. Yeah, another one that I haven't used in a while is this one by Kylie Cosmetics, and We're Going Shopping. I bought this in that same kit with that lipstick way back when, like 2 years ago. That is a good blush though. This Milani one, this is in Tea Rose. This I do feel like has been in my Shop My Stash this year, so I'm gonna hold off on that one. Oh gosh, this Burt's Bees and Toasted Cinnamon. Remember when this was all the rage? I actually still really like it. It's kind of like a bit of a weird blush. I mean, it's like orangey yellow, but I really like it. I love warm tone blushes on myself. I think I want to go with the Wander Beauty though, because this was one of my favorite blushes for quite a while, and I know it's been many, many months since I've used it. I can't quite get this highlighter drawer in the frame, but I pulled these three out that I'm kind of thinking about. This one is from MAC. This is called Barely Dressed. I bought this at a CCO last year and it's actually really pretty. It has multiple different shades in it and they're kind of like, it's hard to tell on camera, it just looks white, but it's kind of like a duochrome type highlighter. It's actually really pretty. Another one, this I don't think I've used since last year. This is from JD Glow. This is in Saxon Fifth. This is really, really pretty. This is a very intense highlighter. And I don't think I haven't used this since last year. I know for sure I have not. The other one I'm thinking is this Makeup Geek palette. This is something I kind of consider decluttering. It's one of the oldest products in my collection. This color is definitely my favorite. I don't love these two. Obviously, I've hit pan on that one. I think I've used this a couple times this year, but it's definitely been a while. So this is an option, but I do have a lot of highlighters that I'm working on in Project Pans. So I don't know. You know what? Okay, I want to go with the JD Glow because this is really, really intense and beautiful, and I haven't used it in a really long time. As I mentioned in the beginning, I do want to pick two palettes. I just realized that the last few months I've had too many palettes in my makeup capsule, and I'm really focused on the palettes in my Project 10 uses and using my eyeshadow palettes Project Pan. And I did also add the Jaclyn Hill palette into my Graveyard Project Pan, and my goal is to use that one 20 times. So, and I've only used it once since I did that. So I have enough palettes to work on, so that's why I only want to pick two. This one was in my makeup capsule last month, and I will just say this is so beautiful. The ColourPop Sweet Talk palette. I did a Get Ready With Me style video of my least used makeup products. That was the only time I got to use this palette and it was amazing. So I do want to put that in at some point, but I don't want to just yet. The Nubian by Juvia's. This was, I think, in my makeup capsule at the beginning of the year. This is a really beautiful warm neutral palette. Very, very nice. These mini palettes by Juvia's, I don't know, I can't remember if these have been in my Shop My Stash. If they were, I probably only used them once or twice. This one is the Berries. It is so beautiful. I really do like it. And then the Violets. And I'm trying to see, yeah, I'm looking at the palettes that are in my 10 uses and using my eyeshadow palettes. They are mostly neutral. There's some color there, but maybe I should go with something more colorful. Actually, here's something. The Weekend Festival. This is the original BH Weekend Festival. I love this palette. I really, really do. I think I've used it once or twice this year, but this is like perfect for summer. Ooh, I'm considering that one. That's a strong possibility right there. Another colorful one. This was recently in my makeup capsule though, and I know I used it a lot. This is the Glam Light Caliente. One of my favorite colorful palettes ever. This is so good. I really love this formula, particularly the metallics. The mattes are really easy to blend, but I know I used that recently, so I'm gonna hold off on that. These are my magnetic palettes, which are single eyeshadows and depotted eyeshadows, but I do have one palette of single eyeshadows that's in my Project 10 uses, so I'm gonna stick with that. And the more I think about it, yeah, I think I want to go with the Weekend Festival because I feel like it's perfect for summer and I don't have that many bright eyeshadows in the other palettes that I'll be using for the month. Alrighty, that is it for this video. It was fun to do this again. I have not done a Shop My Stash like this in over 6 months, and I like watching these style of videos. I think for the rest of the year, maybe I'll continue to do this. We'll see how it goes, but It was fun to do this again. Let us know, what are you guys doing for your shop your stash this month? That is it. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.